What's going on YouTube, and welcome back to our channel here at Vagabond Builds, and today we're bringing you another comparison video with two different cars here at BMW. And to my right I have the 2024 BMW all-new i5 with the M package and the premium package, and we're going to be comparing that to the 2024 BMW i4 again with the M package as well. And we're gonna be talking about exteriors, interiors, and specs on both these cars. But before we do, because it is not a sponsored video, we truly need and appreciate your guys' support. Please tap that like button and subscribe to our channel because we really appreciate you guys. Also, if you got something for us to film, here's our email below. Email us and we can talk details later. A special shout out and a thanks to Roseville BMW here at the Roseville Auto Mall in Roseville, California, for providing us both of these beautiful BMWs for this comparison video. Keep watching and stay tuned because we are dropping those MSRP stickers so you guys get an exact idea of what comes on top of each car and the price tag on top. Now let's go ahead and talk 2024 BMW i. So now let's kick this comparison video off with talking some specs. Now, this i5 being one of two trims, what do we see and what do we get under this hood with regards to the drivetrain? A single all-electric motor. Now you have the option of getting it in rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. You have an 83.9 kilowatt battery with 400 volts. That gives forth 335 horsepower with 317 pounds-feet of torque. 0 to 60 in 5.7 seconds with the top speed of 120 miles an hour. A little bit about the MPG is 99 city, 98 highway, and a 99 combined. 295 miles to a full charge. Charge time in about 8 hours using a 240 volt plug. And you have the option and capability of getting 200 miles to a DC fast charge of 30 minutes. Dimensions, length is 195 inches, width 75 inches, and height 60 inches. Coming over to the little brother, the i4, and what do we see? This is the M50 trim. Now, I did forget to mention that this being one of three different trims, this is the biggest horse in the barn that you're looking at, and this comes with the 81 kilowatt battery, pushing 536 horsepower with 586 pounds-feet of torque with dual electric motors, making it an all-wheel drive. 0 to 60 in a whopping 3.7 seconds, top speed of 130 miles an hour. MPGE is 94 city, 98 highway, and a 95 combined, with a full range ranging up to 307 miles. 8 hours, full charge, 240 volts, with again 200 mile range with a 30-minute fast charging capability. Length, width, and height on the i4 is 189 inches, 73 inches in width, and height is 57 inches, everybody. Now, what do you think? This is the M50 Grand Coupe. Let's go ahead and shut this hood, with the beautiful blue metallic color is just phenomenal on this car. Now, let's go ahead and shut the hood to this. This is the eDrive 40. Now, let's go ahead and shut that as well. But this is the eDrive 40, one of two and then one of three in their trims, okay? This being the biggest horse in the barn. This, you will have an M60 option in the trim, and this is the lower class one. Now, both M packages. Let's go ahead and talk front end. Starting with the i5, again, this is a bigger sedan, premium LED lighting with corner lighting, big kidney grills with the piano black gloss, camera integrated here in the front, active shutters, eye letting you know it's electric. The BMW emblem is wrapped in blue, letting you again also know it's electric. The new look on that hood, just phenomenal with a sporty yet luxury feel. Bumper sensors going across the mid area of that front end. And again, that sport bumper with the cuts and the aggression on that bumper, it literally screams drive me now. Active air vents cooling off the brake area. And again, everybody, just want to point out to you guys just that beautiful aggressive look. Now, coming over to the i4, different setup on the kidneys, literally, and the black gloss. The M emblem is wrapped in the blue. Bumper sensors going across, again, the mid area of that front end. Camera is integrated there. And now, yes, this is the M package, but again, the 5 Series to me, or the i5, is getting a little bit more, or screaming a little bit more aggression and sporty drive me now feel, okay? But again, here you have the active air vents as well with the bezels piano black. Moving forward, let's go ahead and talk some wheel areas. Starting with the i4, which is pretty much the little brother, you have a 245/40/19, and they were running the Pirelli P0 all-season tires. Two different colors on that rim, and that is a gunmetal gray with the machine surface silver with the M emblem or the M brake caliber. Very nice, and the M stamped on the rim as well with the M Sport suspension. It is an adaptive M Sport suspension to mention to you guys. Shooting over to the i5, again, you're going to get a Pirelli P0 tire, but it is a bigger size, 245/40/20, gunmetal gray with the machine surface silver, M stamped there as well as on the brake caliber with the M Sport adaptive suspension. And now the blue around the emblem as well, letting you know it's all electric. Moving forward, side mirrors pretty much almost the same, but again, you do have a little bit more sportiness or aggression on the i4 to whereas on the i5 is just more of a kind of classier sedan look. They both come heated, they both come automatic foldable with blinker lighted assist or integration with the cameras also integrated into the side mirrors and blind spot assist as well. Now, before I move over to the side, you got the cuts here in the fender for the i4, and this is active air vent, and there is no cuts here. This being, again, a classier, kind of higher luxury feel on the i5. The flush handles with the keyless fob entry. Let me go ahead and open that door to you. Very nice and big door with great access going into that front seat. And then let's go ahead and show you guys the i4. You do not have the border here for that glass. It's just kind of a standalone glass. Again, flush handle, and look at the trim work down there. Now, the rocker panel area here is matte black plastic, right? And then this is the piano black trim going across. Moving forward to the rear end, but wanted to show you guys something. Up top here on the ceiling of the car, it is a tilt and slide roof sunroof option. To where here is a full panoramic glass that comes over from the front to the back. Just pay attention to that as well. I'm gonna pop this open. You get an AC and a DC charging port for your fast charging and your slow charging. And then let's go ahead and show you guys the difference to the i5 charging. i5, AC and DC, but again, the caps are a bit different. Closing that up as well. Now, back ends or the rear ends. The i5 in general is just a new look on the rear ends. We see this in general on the 5 Series. They came out with a 530 and a 540 and a 550e as well. But again, the lighting system is the LED. We left the hazards on so you guys get an idea. i5 emblem with the Eve Drive 40 on the passenger side. Right over the license plate, you got your camera. Moving down, bumper sensors going across that mid area of that rear end. Parking reflectors, and then your backup light here in the center, finishing off this rear end with a nice aggression on that bumper. Again, M Sport bumper. You will see different bumpers on the non-M Sport package, all right? So let's go ahead, open up this cargo, but before we go ahead and open up this cargo area, which is well, I don't have the key on me, but we'll go ahead and open that later. Let's talk rear end of the i4. Now, different shape, LED lighting, we left the hazards on, different hazards as well. Different shape of those tail lights. i4, letting you know that this is the M50, the pinnacle of the i4s. Camera is integrated right over that license plate. Where in the world? Oh, sorry. The i4 emblem, I got confused, is right there, or the camera is integrated into the BMW emblem. That is super cool, and it kind of hides itself. Dropping down again with a sportier M Sport bumper sensors going across there, and no exhaust tips because they are all electric, okay? Now, let's open that and look at that Grand Coupe tailgate lift. Let's go ahead and open up this cargo area as well. Now let's talk cargo area. On the i4, you get about 10 cubic feet of space is what they're saying with regards to the area. Harman Kardon premium sound system subwoofer with some more personal cubby room here on the right, and you can drop those seats down from the buttons here on the right and left of the seat. This is a 40%er, a 20, and a 40. Now let's go ahead and shoot over to the i5, which gets you about 17.3 cubic feet of space with a cubby room here, an emergency lever just in case somebody is getting stuck inside the trunk space of the car, God forbid. But again, more room there as well. The seats are dropped down from here. and here. And again, you got a 40%er, a 20%er, and a 40%er as well. Push this button and it's a self-closing lid. And push this button and it's an also self-closing lid, everybody. Now that we're pretty much done talking about specs, exterior, and cargo, let's go ahead and jump and talk interior. So now let's talk interior of first the 2024 i4 M50 and get a load of this cognac leather, just beautiful with the perforated look, coming together with the natural wood glossy look, the piano black trim, and the full tech going across right in front of you. Heads up display also. That is just phenomenal, guys. You guys, this car comes with a parking assist package, a premium package, a M package. Just so much to talk about. That's why we're dropping the MSRP sticker a little bit later on in the video, so bear with us. Let's go ahead and start with this door panel. Unlock lock button. This is where your handle is placed and looks. Harman Kardon premium sound system. Your memory seating buttons there. Control units for your windows and your electric controls for the side mirrors. Dropping down, your trunk lid button, cup holder, and some personal cubby room. On the left-hand side of this manual steering column, your lighting control unit there for your headlights and taillights and all that good stuff. In front of you, driver cockpit cluster display. We can go ahead and change that. If we mess around with the sport modes or the modes of the car, we can go ahead and change that as well. But let's go ahead and show you guys what it kind of looks like if we change that. Go to content, get your info cards different, and then we could go to the right, change the layout by going up and down. Leave it on that because I kind of like that. And then you can mess with your heads-up display and your different look on the heads-up display as well. All right, so that is also a super cool feature. Heated steering wheel, leather wrapped with the M stitching, very nice. Tri-spoke. It is different from the i5, so pay attention and keep an eye out for that steering wheel. Controls for your windshield wipers, and then your controls for your signal lighting. Moving forward with that infotainment screen, very nice and big, kind of left the full navigation so you guys get an idea of what it looks like, full nav. You can go through your info card here by swiping up and down. Going to show you guys a little bit more. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, all right, supported. And let's go ahead and show you guys what the climate control looks like. If we go ahead and turn that on, that's what your climate control looks like. You could do individual settings or preconditioning. Going back to your apps, interior lighting, you can go through the difference of ambient lighting, red, color, blue, whatever you want, all right? Just again, just so much more to show you guys, but this video will be too long and we don't want to do that. And then your media that you can also control from your heads-up display. Moving forward, complete different trim work, complete different vents. You have just your standard regular vent controls here, but I'm going to show you guys in that i5 why it's so different. Controls there for your hazards, and then your defrosters and all that. Your little knob for your media. Popping that lid open, opens up to you a wireless charging pad, USB-A plug-in 12-volt outlet with your cup holders and the key fob. One thing I probably would have liked to see is BMW giving us the new key fob. We'll show you guys the new key fob in the i5. Moving forward, toggle switch here. This is pretty much the same tech in the i5. It's just a slightly different look or a different setup. But again, let's go ahead and show you guys the camera system there in the back, and we could go ahead and do, sorry, not activation points, but let's go ahead and press that again and show you guys the manage points. No, we can't show you guys that as well. Of course, it's not going to be working, but this is the front. All right, and then parking sensors, we could turn that on and off. Traction control, different. Oh, there they go. That's what I wanted to show you guys. The parking, the 3D view, get that different look. And then the car wash view, if you go ahead and enter the car wash, all right? But let's go back as well. And then you got your different modes, Sport, Comfort, Eco, Pro. And if I go ahead and push Sport, you get a full different look on the infotainment screen and your driver cockpit cluster display. That is super cool. Auto hold right next to your parking brake. Very convenient feature to have it right here because you're constantly putting that on to keep safe. And then you can have your hard buttons in going through media in the home. Popping up that lid to that center console, USB-C plug-in. So you have USB-C A and C. And then up top, you have your electric sun visor that you control with your tilt and slide sunroof option. Not going to show you guys that as well, with different lighting look inside the i4. The seats themselves, heated, manual leg extensions with electric controlled seats as well. And then the door sill plates have the M to where the i5 doesn't have the M. That's something also to keep an eye on with the lockable glove compartment right in front of you. Now guys, we're pretty much done talking about the front end of the i4. Let's go ahead and show you second row seating and then we'll jump into the i5. So now second row seating in the i4, guys. Same look coming over from the front to the back. Car seat compatible with this nice cognac leather. In front of us, we have the mesh pockets for your personal belongings. In between, the tri-zone climate control for your temperature. There you go. And then your USB-C plugins right under that. Now I'm about 6 feet 2 inches, and let's talk space. Legroom is there, but my hair is slightly touching the top liner, and for a Grand Coupe smaller sedan, I will be honest with you, it is pretty comfortable back here, okay? A little bit bigger than the 3 Series. Check out our other video at Vagabond Builds for that as well. Your handle, Harman Kardon premium sound, and the same look on the door panel coming in over from the front to the back. Now guys, we're pretty much done with the i4. Let's go ahead and show you guys the i5. So now inside the i5 and get a load of the different look from i4 to i5. With the perforated look on the leather, again, you do have the manual extensions with the electric controlled seating with the heated seating as well. But again, no door sill plates. Remember I told you guys that the i4 had the M door sill plates? This is an M i5 or i5M, but it doesn't have the door sill plates. And then let's talk trim. All right, that ambient lighting behind that crystal. Now you can't really see it because the sun's beating on it right now. But again, also that different texture feel inlay with the design is completely different. Get a load of the air vents. Air vents, completely different, coming over to the center. It's as if the air vents are hidden with your control knobs right under this. Check that out. Very different from the i4, right? And then you can go ahead and change that color to the trim through your infotainment screen. We're not going to be showing you guys that because if you guys do want more of an in-depth i5 review video, I will shoot you guys over to our other video at Vagabond Builds. Check that out. But one thing to do when you're opening these vents or closing them, you literally have a touch-sensitive panel to open up the vents and close them. And they electrically close and open. Very cool. Piano black trim, infotainment screen and interface is completely the same for i5 and i4. Let's go ahead and show you guys what that looks like. Remember I told you guys, pretty much the same look. And let's go ahead and show you guys the camera system on the i5 as well. There you go, all right? Parking view, assist view, that changes, panorama view. So pretty cool there as well. But again, controls for your vents, this is what it looks like. Let's go ahead and turn it on and off. That's slightly different from the i4 as well. Click back home on that. Dropping down, wireless charging pad. This center console is completely different. Cup holders, USB-C plugins, and then the hard buttons there for your media, camera system, and just a different setup. But again, the pretty much tech and the toggle switch is the same idea. The driver cockpit display, you can also change the different look on that. Through your content, we can go change that info card. Just like that. Go to heads up display as well. All right, that's also something different. Heads up display in the i5 because of the premium package. Leather wrapped steering wheel with the different M, the tri-spoke M steering with the M emblem, but it looks a little bit more kind of transformery-ish. This having the boost regen paddle here on the left, maximizing that 335 horsepower on this eDrive 40. Controls to your windshield wipers, your lighting, and on the left-hand side is a different look of that control lighting, and that is a touch-sensitive panel where you could go ahead and turn it off and on. All right. Under that, again, more vent controls. The door panel itself, take a look at that with the ambient lighting, memory seating, unlock button, Bowers & Wilkins sound system, and then control units for the windows with the automatic side mirrors, and then the trunk lid buttons. Wanted to show you guys a cool feature before I finish off this front end is we turn on the hazards, it blinks for like 5 times and then it stops blinking, or 7, 8, 9, or like 10 times, honestly. Yeah, I think it's about 10 times it stops and then it stops lighting up. Turn that back off and you turn it back on and it starts to blink again. Pretty cool feature letting you know that the hazards are on. Over this center console, we have that automatic panoramic glass. I want to show you guys that. There you go. Sorry, I have to push it forward. Now, pushing it forward is completely different from the i4 because pushing it back, the i4 opens. This one pushing forward, the visor literally rolls up in the front. All right, very cool option. And then an interior camera there placed, which is different with the different lighting in the i5. Now we're pretty much done with the front side of the i5. Let's go ahead and show you guys the back seating and then we'll finish off with this video. Now i5 back seats looking the same from the front to the back. Car seat compatible, armrest with the cup holders. And then again, as mentioned, you can drop this and make it a 20%er. If you're heading up to the mountains and you have all-wheel drive, eDrive 40, you can drop those skis or snowboards through there as well. But what's something different? The i5 do not have the mesh pockets for your personal belongings, but you get the accessory compartments on hooking up like hangers and things of that sort. USB-C plugins on the back of the seats and USB-Cs in between, but it does not have a tri-zone climate control back here as the i4 does. The door panels, the Bowers & Wilkins sound system control, and then your handle with some more cubby room. Again, 6 feet 2 inches. Now there's way more room in the i5 because it's a bigger sedan, of course, than the i4. So you're a little bit less claustrophobic in the i5 than the i4. It all depends what you're going for, a more grand coupe sporty look or kind of more of a classy, luxurious sedan look. Now guys, as promised, we're finishing off with this video. So here's the MSRP sticker to the i4. What it comes with and the price tag on top. Let us know what you guys think in the comment section below. Hopefully this walk around review video helped. Check out the MSRP sticker to the i5 now and what comes on it with the price tag on top. Keep watching. Check out our other videos at Vagabond Builds. We appreciate you guys. Thank you and God bless.